I started to feel inferior to other people because they would make fun of my skin, like my hair, my features. I'm getting emotional.
It breaks my heart, makes me so sad. Like,
hey guys, it's Naka and Dominic.
what's going on? You know what time it is. Sorry guys, I had glasses because I got a rock in my eye. I'm just kidding. But this is what it's for. On the bike, to prevent rocks in the eyes.
Man!
Well, I'm good. What's going on? Go!
Where do you come up with these things? This one, me, Dominic.
Imagine living with me, guys. How, you know.
Yeah,
you never know what to expect.
Okay, so
I posted. My shirt, sorry for it's wrinkled. It just, you know, at the place we're at right now, there's no steamer or ironer. And it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I posted on my Instagram a story and asked you guys if you were going through things. Let us know. We'll give you guys advice and we'll be posting a video today. So the first question is, I hate being dark skinned. How do I change that? Mates, this is honestly so heartbreaking for me to hear whenever young,
it breaks my heart.
Yeah,
it's so sad.
Yeah, young dark-skinned girls feel like this, because growing up I had a lot of friends that did feel like that, and I'm getting emotional. But what I can tell you honestly is this is like the number one thing you can do is literally surround yourself with people that genuinely love who you are, because how you feel, it's literally a product of your environment. There's something around you that's making you feel like that. And for a lot of my friends, and like for me too, like at some point I felt like I wasn't good enough, especially like I went to like an all-white school. There's literally like only like 3 black people that were at my school. So of course, you know, I started to feel inferior to other people because they would make fun of my skin, like my hair, my features. So I would say to just know that it's temporary. Like that, when you're in high school, you think that high school is forever, that life is always going to be like that. Yeah. But just know that it's not even the beginning. It's not even anything. Literally, high school it's really not that deep. Like those people that make fun of you, or those people that make you feel like that, whatever circumstance you're in, just know that you're gonna rise above it, and just know that there's a lot of people that feel like that. And I feel like instead of like making people feel, because a lot of people make fun of girls that, oh, I don't like being dark skinned, this and that. It's not time to make fun of them. You have to like remind them, show them why.
Understand why.
They feel like that. And it's not a time to shame them, to make fun. Oh, why do you feel like that? Because society will literally make someone of a darker skin complexion feel inferior, and it's just a fact.
That's what's so sad. Like, I understand that I'll never understand, but I'm not oblivious to the fact of like, I see what's going on in society, and like that's I think like the big aspect. It's like a brainwash. You know, like, you know, they put the beauty standard up there, and like everyone wants the beauty standard. So it just breaks my heart. It makes me so sad. Like questions like that.
Yeah, it's very real. I get that all the time. Oh my god, Naka, because of you I'm embracing my being dark skinned, I'm embracing my features. And it's like, even when my mom goes to Congo, she says all the time, like the billboards, it's always lighter skin. When you watch TV, it's so rare to find darker skinned women, you know, like on TV. Like representation matters. So just know that, thank God 2022 mates, things are changing. We're seeing things more. Things need to change.
And there shouldn't be one beauty standard. Obviously, it's impossible to succumb to one beauty standard because everyone's different, right? There should be multiple different types of beauty standard, and like everyone has their own beauty standard within themselves and outside of themselves too. That needs to be accepted.
Exactly.
I think like it's just crazy to me that like 2022 and like I want to be optimistic and say like things will change, but it's just like it's a very slow road. That,
it is, and it's a mental illness for the people that like make darker skinned people feel like trash, less than. They are sick. They're not normal. How can you look at someone based on their skin color and be like, ew, you're so ugly?
It's like mental disease.
It's like, a mental illness, mate. It's not normal.
Like, it'd be the same as if you look at someone, but because of the eyes of their skin, the color of their eyes, you feel some type of way. Like, it makes no sense.
And the thing is, like, skin color, unless you bleach or do all these bad things, it's not something that you can change, and it's not something that you should want to change. You were born like that, and you are beautiful. So just literally from the bottom of my heart, like surround yourself with people that have your best interests at heart. Tell your friends, you know, and that's the number one thing I can tell you. It's your surroundings. If people, and speak about it. I don't know if you have family that you can talk to, but speak
like
about
a support
it.
Group.
Yeah, write it down. Don't let it bundled up. That's the worst thing you can do, because it's only gonna make things worse. And it's a lie. You are beautiful. Dark is beautiful. Dark is lovely. You know those when we would when I was younger, my mom used to like perm my hair or whatever, and like on the boxes it was like dark is lovely. And I was it's a box with the hair, and the thing it was dark is lovely. That was my favorite, and it's true. Dark is lovely. Like.
And I feel like there's tons of reasons why people feel that way, but just know that if one of the reasons is for other people, you
like
need
love,
to know,
huh?
for love, that you want to appease more because society puts it a certain way. You like just know that someone will love you for you, right? Like, and if you feel like you need to change for someone, then that's not the right person, right? You need to.
Like, I see women bleaching their skin. Oh, my husband likes light-skinned women. He likes
He doesn't
girls
really
like
like you, then.
he doesn't like you. Like, what are you gonna do when your children come out dark like how you were? You know, it makes no sense. So
it roots very deep.
It's very
deep in society. Yeah,
it's very sad. But
and don't let society impact your life. You know, like if society tells you something, that doesn't mean that that's the only way or the right way.
And especially us, we used at the beginning when we first started YouTube channel, people used to like nitpick on me. They're like, ew, how is Dominic with a girl like Naka? Like, she doesn't even wear wigs. Like, look at her. Like, because like the world will make you think like if you look like me, because I'm just a regular girl. Like, you see girls like me all the time down the streets. Like, I'm typical, mates, and I like that. I don't want to be outstanding. I'm a regular girl. And like for some reason they thought Dominic was holier than ho, so beautiful, and they're like, how can he be with a basic black girl? How can he and they would like nitpick, oh, he's just with her because of her body. No, he's with me because I'm an amazing, beautiful girl.
You don't spend the rest of your life with someone
just
for the body. Like, when I read that, I feel sorry for the people writing that stuff, because like they're the ones who need prayer. They're the ones who need to be thought about, because they're the ones going through stuff. So much hate within themselves that they need to put it onto other people.
Yeah, it's disgusting, mates. But hopefully,
it's a mental illness.
It's a mental illness, mates. It's not normal. And if you're one of those people that like doesn't like people, like doesn't date people based on their skin color, you need to pray.
You need to look within yourself.
Look within yourself. There's something that's not right within yourself. It's not normal.
No one is born like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. Is
Yeah,
that
that's
that
true.
idea, that feeling was put into you by something or someone.
Next question. Dating into a family that's rich and you're from a poor background and not being liked by my boyfriend's sister.
That's an interesting question, because we've had the reverse often.
Yeah.
Very often, where like people don't want to date someone poor. So like asking it from the other perspective is very interesting.
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say it starts with your man. When it comes to family member, like if I have an issue with like someone, I don't, but if I had an issue with someone in Dominic's family, I would address Dominic. It's Dominic's responsibility to talk to them.
I need to be the ride or die, and I need to be the ride or die for you. You know what I mean?
Do you think that, let's say let's say, so me and you, and so let's say I didn't like your brother, me and your brother didn't get along, who do you feel you'd have more loyalty to, me or your family member?
You.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
If I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with you, my loyalty lies for you.
That's true.
You know, I would try to like, mediate or like trying to resolve it and like get both sides of the story and kind of see what the problem is. If like a situation happened that I believe 100% that you're wrong and my brother is right, then I'm gonna tell you that like I think you didn't do the right thing or whatever, you should maybe apologize or something like that, or vice versa, right? And if one of them doesn't, then
I think that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, they don't tell their significant others when they're in the wrong. They just pick a side.
Yeah, or they're scared to say like their true thoughts. Like, let's say I have a strong opinion, but like I don't want to say it to hurt your feelings or something like that. But like you can't, because then it's just gonna create resentment.
Yeah, and I notice a lot of people in relationship, when there's an issue, they don't speak about it. They like hide it. We get so many things. It's like, oh, my boyfriend did this to me. How do I tell him? You're in a relationship with someone, especially if you're like thinking about getting married. This is someone you're gonna spend the rest of your life life with. Me and Dominic, sometimes we have conversations and we're crying because it's just like fears as well that we talk about, and we're crying. Like, this is your forever person, mate. It's like you need to be so comfortable with them.
If you're not comfortable saying or discussing anything and everything with your significant other, then you need to kind of re-question your relationship, because you shouldn't be scared to approach them with a problem or like a situation or like an opinion or something like that. But and then like I would say, like, for the question about the money, like you would have to put yourself into their position. Meaning, like, pretend that you are the parents or the family, you know, and then your son's dating you or just someone that doesn't have money, and then they come for money. What would you like them to do as a parent to show, like, for them to prove themselves or show themselves to you? Like, you could kind of show that in the future, you know, you do have a future plan, you are going somewhere, you got a plan for life, you got a thing, and then like reminding
don't
that,
be
like,
a deadbeat.
they, you know, maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but no one just is like born into money. If their parents were rich, but their parents weren't born, and then like sometime align the timeline, they had to work for it and to build it as like build the empire, right? So like just show that you're willing to build that empire and that you'll do whatever it takes and work hard and grind to achieve your goals, you know? And then like if they see the ambition, the drive, the motivation inside of you, then
they're gonna accept you. If not,
it might be different. It's then, like, imagine that perspective, that scenario versus another scenario where like it's the same thing, but like that person has nothing going for them. Obviously, you know what I mean? Like, you can kind of see what their point of view would be, right?
Because at the end of the day, parents, they kind of want the best, for their children. But some parents are extra.
You gotta show that you are the best for their child.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And like, don't let your anger and like, you know, like all these imagination things cloud your judgment. Just always be the better person. They want to be disrespectful. Sit there with grace. Be like, you know what? At the end of the day, you won't see the grandkids if you keep being disrespectful. You're the one that lost.
You hold the door.
Laugh now. I'm crying now, but I'll be laughing later. Oh, can I see the mate, let me tell you, you have the upper hand. It may not look like it now. Just wait, cause
it's temporary.
I'm petty, me.
If the grind is there, you know, it should build a fire. Like, you want to prove them wrong. Like, you want to be like, yo, it should ignite a fire within you to even be better all the time and strive to be better.
Oof, I'm happy we don't have to deal with stuff like that. But stay strong. Okay, how do you start fresh when you've hit a pretty low point and you're trying to resurface? Ooh, that's deep.
I'd say one step at a time. You can't try and tackle too much at the same time, especially at the beginning, because then that's when you might get discouraged and just like too much going on at the same time. So make yourself a plan of what you want to achieve. You know, it could be next month, or like you could start small, like this week or like this month, and then next year, then like next couple years, and then how are you going to achieve that? What are you going to do to achieve that? And then, you know what I always say, like, for example, like if you want to come here and you're here, if you look to get there, it might be discouraging, it might be like you lose motivation, it might be very hard. But if you just like, what does it take just to get here? It's a lot easier to get here than to get all the way here, right? And then once you're here, then you look, what do I need to go here? And then, you know, here, and then here at the end, then you're just a little bit distance from the end goal, right? So,
and that's true. Dominic always says that I'm the type of person where like when I want something, I think too far ahead, and sometimes I get discouraged like really fast, and I want to do so many things. And Dominic is just like, we need to think of like right now, like today, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Because like, and that's why like Dominic balances me out, because it's just like I stress myself out for nothing. I worry about things that aren't here. So it's all about like mental state. Like I'm working on my mental state, because sometimes my mental is my biggest downfall, mate. So just be aware of your mental state. Like
if you can't get to the next step, ask yourself why. Why can't you do it? What is stopping you? And then so whatever's stopping you, fix that. I think the biggest thing too, like if you want to be somewhere, if you want something in life, you need to ask yourself why. You need to find your why. Everyone has a different why. Once your why is very strong and is strong enough, you'll be basically do whatever it takes, right? To get it. You're gonna be, if it requires you to get up every morning at 4 a.m, you know, but your why is very strong, you're gonna be willing to do it.
Literally,
right? That's why like a lot of
motivation.
people they say, like sometimes like they want their own business,
Mm-hmm.
but like they don't realize that when you have your own business, you work the hardest.
Yeah.
And you know you don't work a 8 hour, 7 hour, 9 to 5 or whatever with breaks and stuff. You grind 12-hour days. You know, you wake up, you go to bed late, you wake up in the morning. Like your only determination is to is your business and to like make it successful, right?
Especially at the beginning.
At the beginning, but it like people don't see that. They just see the end result, but they don't see the whole grind.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's because their why is strong enough and they like it. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I'm kind of like that. I would rather work like 15 hours a day for myself to do something I want than to work for someone else 8 hours, easier life and a steady life, whatever. I would rather, you know, put it in the sweat, put in the hard work.
Yeah.
But something for us.
People get comfortable as
well.
well.
And then you get lazy and stuff like that, right? So
I get comfortable.
it goes down to the why again.
Yeah. But that was it, you guys.
That was 3 in-depth questions.
100%. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We know you like your sit downs. They're gonna keep coming, mate. We should make a podcast, mate.
We should, and like with those mics.
Yeah.
So, about the mics. Yeah. So basically, what you want to do is.
We're gonna give you advice.
I feel like if you got those mics that come in with the headphones, you automatically get more views.
Yeah, it's
Just
nice, huh?
Yeah. So.
Especially on TikTok, mates. Catch me and dump me. So this is disclaimer. If you do this and it doesn't work out, don't sue us.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next. Mates, I'm sweating from my armpits. That's why I'm minimal movement.
Okay.
Don't forget to like,
smash like button, comment, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything just to click the like button, so just click it.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.